I'll get there.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Mine mainly was because you didn't say nothing. So you didn't say anything, so I didn't say anything, so I figured we'll just...
Just keep going with that.
Made the coffee a little weak this morning.
It's alright. It's better than no coffee at all.
I need some strong coffee this morning.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it. My bones are just hurting. I don't know if it's just because of cold lately or what, but yesterday...
That means you're sleeping off the floor.
Yeah, I don't like it. Yesterday was the first day I was able to work out there in a long time. Actually, like real work. And I was doing some tractor work up by the front entrance, getting the cattle guard set and putting dirt and all that. And we have mounds of dirt by the pond. And I was going to go do that. And the tractor went... The mounds of dirt are frozen solid. I mean...
Frozen ground.
Couldn't even bust it up with the tractor. I got the bucket on top and was trying to smash it down and everything. Nothing. That's how crazy it was. But
well, it's crazy you even got the tractor started.
Yeah, the couple of days before that, I couldn't get to start. It was too cold.
So evidently, there's a thing you can get for tractors to heat the engine to help it start in the cold. What's it called?
Like a block heater or something. But this is all new to us.
Yeah.
I'm not a mechanic, and I don't do anything, especially diesel. And so, our four-wheeler starts right up, the vehicles start up, all of that. But the tractor wouldn't. And I was like, maybe the battery's dead. And then I started watching some videos, and we didn't have this problem at the other property. And
unless we just weren't using the tractor at that time.
Maybe, but
it's cold.
I think this year was a lot colder than it was previously.
Because this time last year, you were building the barn.
Yeah.
Did you need the tractor at all for the barn?
I did the auger.
But you started before.
Yeah.
I think before it got real cold. And then the year before that, I don't think we had the tractor.
Yeah.
Yet, so.
Yeah, anyways, we couldn't get it going, and finally it warmed up enough yesterday that it started up, and I popped the hood, I left it I couldn't move the tractor, I would if I could have, but when the sun finally came out, I feel like it started to warm it up enough, and got it going, and I got the cattle guard where it needs to be and everything. We just need more dirt, and then we'll have to do rock, because with all the snow melting, it's mushy. The rest of the property is fine because of all the mulch on the ground. You actually have some traction, but the front, and then I actually, on the left side of the driveway, the whole front has been real bumpy. It's just land that's never been touched, and so I took the box blade off, scraped all of that, and then what I'm nervous about is we got some other projects and we'll need to use the auger. Well, the tractor's been giving us some problems, not starting because it was cold, but the auger's not working. The back end's not working the greatest. The box blade's fine. You pick it up, you drop it, and that's it. But we've been having problems with the 3-point. So I think we're going to, hopefully, depending...
I lost a sneeze.
Yeah, look at the last one.
I did. It didn't work.
We're going to take it to Mahindra at some point, and I'm pretty sure it's under warranty, so get it all looked at and everything.
Oh yeah, wasn't it Jeremy that was saying?
Yeah.
We were like, oh.
But I also put some new bolts and did some things on it, and unfortunately, we work the tractors hard. We work it real hard, but
there it is. Oh, wow.
But unfortunately, the Mahindra tractor is known for losing bolts and vibrating off, and you have to check it constantly. People can say what they want about us about we don't do maintenance on our stuff and we work it too hard. not saying that's not true,
Yeah.
but also the Mahindra is just known for losing bolts, and there's a million videos about it. My dad's tractor did the exact same thing, and his is the step under. It's the 1626, and ours is a 1640. So same model, everything, just different engine, and it vibrates loose, and so I don't know.
So there's user error.
Users.
I was waiting for it. For you to make fun for that. But then there's also
Not user error, user abuse.
yes.
Be more like it.
And then there's also manufacturer
Yeah,
issues.
that's
Which
the
is
error.
okay.
But the silver lining. I'm always looking for a silver lining,
This is coffee crackers. Gotta be positive. I learned that that's a thing.
and just in life, baby.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for silver lining.
Yeah.
This was the coldest winter we've had in Oklahoma in a while, and I don't know. I'm still new to Oklahoma, but
You've been here for 4 years, right?
yeah. In the grand scheme of things, I'm still new.
In the grand scheme of your life.
Yeah, of Oklahoma and my life. Out of 38 years of my life, I've been here for 4 years, so
Yes.
not a whole lot. But I know back in the day, there was a crazy ice storm that knocked out power because our aunt lives in Oklahoma.
And because I lived here.
Well, she lived here in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But that's how I knew about it back in the day, because this was like years back, like
Yeah.
early 2000s or something.
Yeah, I was still in high school.
You weren't in high school in early 2000s.
Really? 2007.
That ain't early.
It's 2000.
Technically, we're still early 2000s.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess 2007.
I think it was 2007. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but that number sticks in my head.
Well, I think that's correct, because Dallas, I was in Dallas when I was in the band, and it iced over real bad, and we were playing shows, and I remember we came to Oklahoma, I think right after that, to play a show, and it was still pretty crazy.
It was wild. It was like
Power poles were falling.
you would drive around in it. I had a 4-wheel drive vehicle, and so everybody would pile in my car. But it like just looked like a war zone, almost like trees, power poles, everything's down, and there's, especially like at night because there's no street lights, like everybody was out of
Street
power.
youth was just out and about.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I don't know. We were out of school for forever.
Yeah. That's like us with hurricanes in South Texas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so apparently this is one of the worst winters in a while. And then I know when I first moved to Oklahoma, got one of the crazy Arctic blasts where the wind chill was like negative something. And
so just like, it doesn't happen often, but every now and then.
yeah,
An Oklahoma winter will.
But this is the silver lining.
Oh, okay, yeah.
2 silver linings of it. One, all our animals are fine. They all did great. The only ones that had a slight issue were the pigs, because the pigs, well, breakfast kept eating
The tarp.
the wall that we built for them. So he kind of messed that up for Boygo and Hank, and
For the boy pen.
yeah, for the boys. But the girls and the babies were perfectly fine. The dogs were perfectly fine.
And then the guard dogs just loved it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All the dogs loved it. Maybe not in the middle of the night. We understand that. But I did see a lot of people on like social media posting, "Bring your dogs in. There's no need for your dogs to be outside." Not to us, just in general, to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel that way, and I also don't feel that way.
I will say, so you guys know I was at work, and I was like, I'm gonna bring Lucy, because I hate being at the house by myself with no dogs, no Jason.
And I said, "Take Lucy. I don't care.
And
Take her."
so I was like, I'm gonna take Lucy, and she did not appreciate me bringing her at all. She
She didn't eat. She didn't drink.
no, No, the whole time.
Didn't get off the couch?
She would get on the bed, but yeah, I let her on the bed, by the way.
No, I don't care.
But yeah, so Lucy would rather be with her siblings and be in a warm house with her mother.
Well,
Maybe it'd be different if it was you that was there.
Yeah, probably. But she didn't even eat or drink.
No.
For 2.5 days.
Yeah.
And she had food, she had water, she just chose not to.
Yeah.
And
she just kind of looked at me. I'm like, I thought you would enjoy this.
Yeah.
This is going to be my bad. I won't do it again.
But as you guys saw in the videos, I tried to just post random videos because it was just not a lot to do. Everything is frozen over. But as you guys could see, like, the dogs were perfectly fine. Mm-hmm. And we had them set up where they were good. Now, I do understand maybe, and I'm not talking about our puppies because they're different types, but if we had like a Chihuahua, we wouldn't leave that dog outside. Or, if we had
just like a little
something like that can't take care of itself. But if you can't tell, our puppies are they got winter ready. They ate enough food to get where they needed to be to survive the winter.
They plump.
And then we had them in the dog houses and full of hay with the beds, everything. That's a lot of body heat in a little area. Because I even thought about it too. I was like, man, I wish we had like a barn. And I was like, actually, they were probably better off in a small dog house to keep the heat in there than a big barn. And so, same thing with the goats. Some people feel we let our animals down because we didn't have a big barn, we didn't have a big structure. I wish we did, but they were probably, honestly, in this weather, better in a small enclosure where all the heat stays in there than
just cuddling up with everybody.
Rather than a big open area. And so that's one silver lining. Plus, the dogs loved it. They absolutely love it. Sawyer's favorite weather is super cold weather. The Pyrenees, the guard dogs, they're built for this. This is their time. And I think even if we had a big barn, they would have all been getting out to go play in it. They loved it. So that was one silver lining, is all our animals are good. 2, the second silver lining is the whole reason you dig deep in the ground when you build and you do your plumbing and all that is to get below the frost line. And we don't have pipes yet, so who knows if our pipes would have froze. The camper is completely drained, winterized, ready, everything. But as far as the deck build and the fence and even the goat structure, everything that we dug in the ground, whenever it freezes, it has the chance of being pushed up and moved, because when it freezes, it expands and it wants to push and do stuff. Our fence is perfectly straight still, and our deck, I was looking at it yesterday, it may not perfect because we built it, but it still looks the exact same way that when we built it. And it had icicles underneath it, hanging, just everything. Like, it could have easily froze, and I mean, it did freeze, and it could have started shifting and moving and bending and warping. And as it melts and thaws out, we'll really see the way the wood moves and stuff. But everything is still great. It's awesome. So we definitely dug down deep enough. We got it in there how we needed it, and it doesn't get much colder than it was this year.
No.
So I feel very confident in that.
It's here in where we live. It doesn't get much colder. So, testing it out. Yeah,
so I was very pleased with that, very happy. But now again, as it thaws out, but normally you don't really worry about your pipes busting when it's thawing out. You worry about your pipes busting when it freezes because it expands. That's what makes it bust. And then also the ground, whenever ice, it'll expand because it's the way ice works.
It's science.
It is science. I'm very happy that nothing messed up. And that made me feel real good. I was a little nervous about it because we put so much time and effort, and as soon as we get done building everything, we get a crazy freeze that we don't normally get. So I was just like, this is just how it works. We're going to build it all, and it's going to instantly be messed up. And it's good. It's fun. So everything is stalling out right now. This morning, woke up, it's 26 degrees instead of like 0. So that's amazing.
Jason immediately said it's already about 20 degrees warmer than it's been.
Yeah, so this is a great start.
I just keep looking at you and
yeah, these big old puffy eyes.
Hey, why are your eyes puffy?
Because I'm tired.
My eyes are puffy too.
Yeah, so silver linings of it being cold. Got a little bit of time off. I told Danielle, I said, I'm ready to work. I'm wanting to work. Normally I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I'm beat up. I don't want to do fence again. I don't want to build this. I don't want to, clearly we get up and go do it. But after taking a week off, I'm ready.
I'm just not used to working full time at the hospital.
Yeah.
And then coming out here, it was yesterday. It's my first day back. But
you leave today.
I leave today, 4-day, and then I'll be back. But yesterday I was just like so worn out. I was just so tired, and I was like, I just really don't want to work. But obviously, if we need to, I'm doing it.
Yeah.
And then I just came here and I napped instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just told her, I was like...
So the people that are saying Danielle does nothing, you're right. I did nothing.
Well, yesterday you took a nap. But before that, you provided for this family with that nurse money.
See?
That's why she had to go back to work. So I need more of that nurse money. No, it'd be interesting. So this month has been a little crazy with their schedule. But next month, right? It goes to...
back to...
part-time.
Yeah. ECB, which...
I guess...
I have my schedule. There's only, I think, 2 weeks maybe where I work 2 days a week, and the other one...
Oh, you already have it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'll show you. But, yeah, even people at work, they see me, they're like, man, you're always here. Like, they know beforehand I'd just be part-time.
Yeah.
Then I took a month off from the hospital. They're like, how you feeling? Like, not good. But yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah.
But, we'll get through the rest of this month and, continue to do everything, try to get the fence built and all of that. And we do have some projects that we'll be working on other than like the fence. We will be working on the grain bin, tiny house, the deck area, the porch, the side thing. We're actually might be redoing everything.
Yes, will be.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of work. I'm not really looking forward to it, but I am happy. I guess we could tell y'all, because I know it's gonna be like part of a Crocker video. But
it's the Crocker coffee crew, you gotta give them a sneak peek.
They're gonna get the whole deal, not just a sneak peek.
You're gonna give them the whole deal.
Yep. So because of getting power, I called them yesterday, and they got all the paperwork in. They got everything. Everything is ready. So depending on how backed up they got because of this cold snap, Arctic blast, we're hoping within like 2 weeks they will be out with power. And because of that, where they're going to set our pole, our camper's a little too far away, and we will need to move the camper closer or buy underground electric and trench it all the way over there and set up an RV hookup, which I don't think right now we want that RV hookup because there's not always going to be an RV right there. So we'll do a RV plug at the pole, and then we'll do other plugs so we can have normal power and stuff. So we'll have to move the camper over there, which we're not going to leave the dogs back where the camper was. So we're going to rebuild a dog pen. I hate calling it a pen because we don't like to pin our dogs up, but you get it. A fence, an area, a dog run, a dog park. We'll call it a dog park. That sounds better.
Yeah, dog park for nights.
Yeah. We have to build that, which we now know we have to build with whatever wires is small enough for these dogs not to get through.
Because of low rider and stubs.
Yeah. And so we got to redo that, or do one, create that. So we had to create a new RV spot, a new dog spot, and then clear out the other side, take out all that stuff, redo, like we have an idea for like the dog houses to make it good, and then clean all the other stuff up, and then we need to build a barn for our animals. We need to finish the fencing. We need to build an area for our tools, put all that in. That was a big bummer. We just throw tarps over our tools right now, and the big canopy tarp thing that we bought. How long ago?
I don't even know. How long have we had this place?
I don't know. Maybe like 2 months ago, 3 months ago, we bought this canopy.
Harbor Freight.
Carport.
Yeah.
How's that going?
It's breaking. I'm surprised. Maybe it's not still standing, but at this current time, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And I'm very surprised.
But it's barely.
Yeah, there's poles that are just
they're just all bent.
barely and cracked.
Yeah.
And they're just a little part of it.
There's no fixing it.
Yeah.
But it got us through the snow, and so we need a place to put all our stuff. And then one of our biggest struggles right now is getting hay for the animals, and we normally just buy like one bale at a time. That way we don't have to store it and all that. We have thought about putting it.
There's really no place to store it.
We have thought about it. Our only place to store it would be in the livestock trailer. But as you guys know, we're hoping soon we can get Lambo in it, and I don't have to take out all the hay full to the top.
Yeah.
To go get them whenever we can finally get them. So we have a lot to do, and now that it's thawing out, it's time to get on it and time to I've been drawing up plans. I've been trying to figure things out, and I think I got it figured out enough that I'm hoping we'll see how this works out with weather, because I think it's supposed to rain in a couple of days. Now that it's thawing out, it's going to rain for like 4 days or something. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes, but I'm going to start trying to do dirt work and level out spots where these different buildings are going to go, and set posts for the fence corners and all of that. And then whenever it's not raining, we just get in there and do all the work. But there's a lot coming.
There's just always a million and two things to do when you get raw land, property, and then when you have animals. Yeah,
it's really nonstop. Sam Juno posted on Facebook, and it's fun. It's one of those cheesy things that you see, and it's like, all right, whatever. But it's also funny and true. She posted a little meme picture thing, and it said, "Do not talk to people at livestock. They're not happy today, or they're mad today," or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's just the truth. It's, who are we talking? Oh, yeah. So
either probably Paragon or Juno.
Yeah, it was Paragon. We were out there, and she was saying something about the animals, and I said, this is the reality of owning animals is you love them, but you freaking hate them. You hate them. You want to get rid of all of them. You just want to put them in your freezer. You just want to you just can't stand it some days. But the days that are actually good, you try to remember those days and the bad days when you're out there busting.
Maybe is that with me?
Well, I wish I could just put you in a barn sometimes.
Because I'm an animal.
Yeah. So now that it's awkward, oh no,
What?
uh, it's one of those things that people just don't realize. If you don't have livestock, you will never understand what it's like to have livestock. It is. I've never had a child, but it's like having a child all day, every day until the animal's dead.
Yeah.
Every day, it's
And
something.
then whenever you have raw land, but animals as well, that adds to it.
Yeah. So everyone out there that has animals, and you made it through this Arctic blast, until next year, guys, and we'll do it again. But yeah, that's kind of a sneak peek of what we've been up to and what we're about to be up to. And I'm glad we all survived this cold snap, and hopefully we don't get another one for a while. And I'm talking years. And then we should be getting power. It's 100% set up where they're coming out. We just don't know when. And we will be moving everything. Our animals survived. Our fence and structures didn't budge or move with the freeze. And we could have done this golf with the Crockers in about 30 seconds and updated you, but we're 26 minutes in, and you're welcome.
There you go.
Gotta love it.
Yeah.
I can talk. All right, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. Oh, baby, weren't we recording it all?
That would be funny.
You're funny, baby.
Funny looking.